Okay, now we're finally...
The National Museum. Museum Nagara, or the National Museum, is housed in a handsome complex built in traditional style roofs. The Malaysian region's inhabitants have an ancient history of prehistoric tools discovered dating from as old as 100,000 years ago. The museum boasts galleries that showcase the natural wealth and development of the land from ancient times into the multicultural nation it is today. At
Yes,
any
the
one
museum
time,
there.
there are usually special exhibitions on various selected themes, as well as external exhibits, which include part of an old Malay palace made of timber without nails, which was once dismantled and brought for exhibition in England, and then dismantled and exhibited back here.
Yeah, I think we're going to go around the front.
You've been there last time. Museum Nagara.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's going to drive in. So here we are at the National Museum. We've been here once before.
Just you and me, the boys didn't
Yeah.
come with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, our stop number 12, National Museum or Museum Nagara. Museum Nagara open daily from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. It's only 5 ringgits per person for the entrance fee. Stop 12, National Museum. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, terima kasih. Yeah, I remember this whole place.
Remember the train?
And there's the train.
The train over there.
Yeah, we've had a photo on that train.
No, not that one. The one over there. The mirrors.
And there's the National Museum. There's one of those old houses, old Malay houses, old Malay wooden houses.
This one there, the train, we had a photo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been inside there. Oh.
That's
There's
where
another
you
old
eat
train.
the Malaysian salad, remember?
Yeah.
Malaysian fruit salad.
Yeah. Oh, this is a beautiful old building. It goes for quite a fair way. Okay, so now where are we going?
National Palace.
The National Hill and Lake Gardens greens
Top
up.
13 National Palace.
Every major city has its green belt, and Kuala Lumpur is no exception. In fact, KL has a fairly extensive green belt beginning from this Federal Hill area that serves as an important green lung amidst the concrete jungle of the city, providing clean air and helping to reduce the temperature. The green belt consists of the Federal Hill, Lake Gardens, the surrounding areas of the Parliament, Tunku, and Taman Duta neighborhoods, and combines almost 310 hectares. Parts of the Federal Hill, gazetted in 1896, plays host to a healthy stand of secondary
Oh, look at that old house.
rich with various fauna and exotic flora. Currently, a part of the hill has been developed minimally and still possesses many flourishing environmental qualities. The hill also has a tinge of nostalgia to it, as it served as residential area for Europeans working under the Federated Malay States. The Seri Perdana House, former residence of the Prime Minister, still nestles comfortably within the boundaries of the Federal Hill and is now a gallery. The Greenbelt area plays multiple roles for the public, especially as a recreational and educational area, nature conservatory, and a tourist attraction. It helps in reducing the level of pollution by enhancing air quality and creating a cooling effect in the urban environment. This haven of vegetation is a priceless treasure as it serves as the largest green lung within the KL city, found in surrounding areas such as the KL Central Commercial Area, the Bangsa and Damansara neighborhoods. Jalan Parliament, Parliament Building. Standing on elevated
Oh, look, there's the KL Towers up in the distance.
house, which symbolizes democratic.
Well, you got to hand it to the Malaysians. They certainly made a nice tropical city.
This hilltop spot in the Lake Garden area was chosen in December 1959, 2 years after independence, as a place to build the Parliament Building. In September 1962, a hill 61 meters above sea level was prepared for the construction of this important edifice. The 18 million ringgit complex was the idea of Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj, Malaysia's first Prime Minister. It was designed by W. Ivar Shukri of the Public Works Department. On 21st November 1953, His Highness Tuanku Syed Putra, the King of Malaysia at the time, was given the honor to officiate the opening of the building.
What's the next one? The Malay Palace.
Ladies and gentlemen, now this is the area of ASEAN Sculpture Garden and also a walkway to Tugu Negara or National Monument. Thank you, terima kasih.
Tugu Negara, National Monument and ASEAN Sculpture Garden. The National Monument of Tugu Negara was created to recognize and honor those who gave their lives in the cause of peace and freedom, particularly during the nation's struggle against the threat of communism, which brought in the emergency period of 1948 to 1960 against the communist insurgency. The memorial site where the National Monument stands is located within the tranquil Lake Gardens, within sight of the Parliament House in Kuala Lumpur, occupying an area of approximately 48,562 square meters. There are 5 principal components that comprise the memorial site. The monument itself, a long rectangular reflecting pool with fountain, a crescent-shaped memorial pavilion, the cenotaph, and ancillary gardens. Lake Gardens. In the various flora and fauna parks of Kuala Lumpur's Lake Gardens, one is treated to a glimpse of the unsurpassed beauty and variety of the nation's plants and animals. The gardens, covering about 230 acres, were established in the 1880s by the British. The Lake Gardens was formally opened on May 13, 1889 by the governor of the Strait Settlement, Sir Cecil Clementi Smith, who was on a visit to Kuala Lumpur. Until the 1930s, it was a common pastime for Europeans.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our stop number 14, Kuala Lumpur Lake Garden. Locations you can find National Monument, ASEAN Sculpture Garden, Butterfly Park, Hibiscus Garden and Botanical Garden. All the park and garden are closed at 6 p.m. Thank you, terima kasih.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything yet. I've just seen lots of beautiful gardens. Oh, there you go, 14. Up on half past number 14. But haven't seen anything yet. But it's beautiful and tropical, I'll give it that.
Jalan Perjalanan, Hibiscus Garden. The Hibiscus Park is a showcase for thousands of varieties of delightful hibiscus flowers in Malaysia. Since the hibiscus, or Dingeraya in the name, is Malaysia's national flower, the park is symbolic. An old colonial bungalow within the site has been restored for use as an exhibition gallery and plant tissue laboratory. Orchid Garden. The first themed area within the Lake Garden was an orchid garden, which was opened in 1986. With a variety of 800 species of orchids, the Orchid Garden is one of the city's major tourist lures. It offers horticultural and botanical attractions, which include rare and exotic breeds of orchids. Kuala Lumpur Bird Park. Just across from the Orchid Garden is large bird park.
Oh, the bird park's in here somewhere.
Teal bird features a walking street like
Man, look how tropical this place. Oh, this is the bird park here. That's the bird park with the big nets.
The Kiel Butterfly Park promises to be an enchanting experience, built to replicate the butterfly's natural habitat, tropical rainforest. The park is also an insect museum and more than 15,000 various plants, making it a botanical facility in itself.
Look at the big nets. The keep the birds in. Look, there's monkeys on the road. There's monkeys just walking around. Oh, monkeys everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at stop 15 KL Bird Park, locations you can find in National Planetarium, Royal Malaysia Police Museum, Orchid Garden, Hibiscus Garden, and Tun Abdul Razak Memorial. Tun Abdul Razak is Malaysia's second Prime Minister. Stop 15 KL Bird Park. Please be reminded that all the park and garden are closed at 6 p.m. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, terima kasih.
They only got half an hour.
Oh, what's the time?
Close at 6, the bird park.
Well, the time's not 5:30 already, is it?
It's 5:30.
Is it?
Yes.
So that's the KL Bird Park in there. And over here is the Orchid Garden. It's pretty hard to read that sign, but it says something about an orchard garden.
It says Tawan Orchid.
Got to hand it to them, they certainly made a beautiful city. Down there you can see the bird park, you can see the big cages, or the big nets where they keep the birds inside. Oh, this is a memorial for Tun Abdul. Well, we're not going to get to see that very well.
Islamic Art Museum.
And this is a nice neighbourhood, you've got to give it that. Still over there, you can still see the bird park in the distance with the big nets.
Malaysia's National Mosque near the old railway station along Jalan Sultan Ishamuddin is a unique building. Its main dome is designed in the shape of a multi-punched star.
Kuala Lumpur Railway Station, Islamic Art Museum.
The dome also has the appearance of a partly open umbrella, which symbolizes the aspirations of the then new infant nation when the mosque was built.
Good look how windy these streets
The
are.
interior embodies a contemporary expression of traditional Islamic
Oh my!
and
I think
ornamentation.
the taxis.
There is also the Makkah Pahlawan or Warriors Mausoleum, the final resting place for the nation's late Prime Ministers, including Tun Abdul Razak, Tun Hussein Khan, and other top dignitaries.
Man, oh man, this is a hard road for the bus to go down. looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching stop 16, National Mosque Masjid Negara. Located Sukiyafai National Islamic Art Museum and Kuala Lumpur or Railway Station. Stop 16, thank you. Terima kasih.
So that's the National Mosque over there. I think the blue and white building up inside there. That says TV Al Hijra.
Al Jira.
That's not it's not Al Jazeera.
TV.
Al Hijra.
That's Al Jazeera.
No, it's not. No, the Al Jazeera is in KLCC. Oh my, this is fun. 2 buses side by side on a skinny little street. Ah, with a car parked on the side of the road. You've got to be joking. You have got to be joking.
Police inside there.
I think we'll get moving shortly. So that's the National Mosque over there. Okay. Look at this old building. What's this old thing?
Check out the beautiful Mughal Islamic-style old railway station.
Oh, that's the railway station.
Built around 1909, the colony of the railway station was
Oh, yeah. It's all back in there. Are we going to go around that way or what? No, it doesn't look like it. So there's another view of the National Mosque.
Next is Merdeka Square.
Merdeka.
The train still stops at the old station,
Independence Square.
as well as the romantic Oriental Express train that runs from Singapore through Malaysia to Bangkok.
Back on the highway.
Driving to the nostalgic past and heritage
Number
station
17 stop.
to locate at this landmark on the corner. We are now heading for Merdeka Square. Merdeka means independence, and thus this spot in Kuala Lumpur occupies a very significant place in Malaysian history. At the peak of the
Sound here, they're talking to people.
it was a center of gathering point for the British, and it was also a European. Later places surrounded by flower gardens, mermaids, and fountains surrounded by historic colonial period houses. Merdeka Square's most memorable event took place on the 1st of May.
Have a look at this old stripy building here. Museum, National Textile Museum.
At the stroke of midnight, the Union Jack was lowered.
Look over the colours.
Cries of Merdeka, Merdeka, Merdeka. Commemorate event, a 100-meter tall flagpole was built to mark the spot.
Yeah, that's Merdeka Square there. Now this is more interesting than this side.
National History Museum building, formerly the first commercial bank in KL, which dates back to 1910. The museum enables visitors to discover the birth and breadth of Malaysia's historical development through its permanent exhibition of artifacts and historical material.
These old buildings are much more interesting.
The Sultan Abdul Samad building, with its arches, swirling artwork staircases, gleaming copper beams, failed access. Architect Yusuf Mahmud, 1897, the last Islamic style edifice is by far the most impressive architecture. Wimbledon Square. Slendy Mocha was to retail certain other summer goods as well as not originally hosting British government offices, now it houses hot rooms of the museum. Across the cricket ground, the mock Tudor-style World Slam Club has character square.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand on the left is St. Mary's Cathedral. Stand on the right, Royal Selangor Club. We are now at our stop number 17, Independence Square or Dataran Merdeka. Organisasi Khaifan Sultan Abdul Samad Building, Jambi Mosque, India Muslim Mosque, Chinatown Central Market, KL City Gallery and KL Library. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Independence Square still has a cricket pitch in the middle. Back in the day, this is where the Poms used to play cricket. And get a load of all those old museums and buildings, aren't they beautiful?
Ladies and gentlemen, this bus break here, 5 minutes to setting the interval between the bus, 5 minutes break for photo stop and to setting the interval between the bus. Thank you. Terima kasih.